I'm JC, aka Ted.
My name is Zuri Coco.
And I'm positively
black.
My heritage is Jamaica, both my parents are from there.
My dad is Nigerian, my mum is also Nigerian. I guess that would make me 200% Nigerian.
I'm from southeast London, Lewisham.
I live in Bromley now, which is southeast London.
I love being black. I couldn't imagine myself in any other way. I love belonging to a people and to a culture that's full of life and energy and resilience. Just something in our blood makes us different.
I would describe my experience as a black person in the UK as maybe average.
My experience growing up was quite calm, quite normal, I'd say.
I went to school in Petswood, which is like the most white area you could imagine. Like I was the only girl in my dance classes that was black for 14 years. It was very much like white central. So I've experienced two different sides of, I'd say, the UK, but I haven't generally experienced black people other than my family.
I grew up with a lot of black kids and everyone more or less had a similar upbringing. I'd say as I grew older, started to notice things that were quite peculiar. There were things that were outside of my control that I never knew about or wasn't aware of or made aware of before. And I hear about people breaking through glass ceilings all the time. I never knew what it meant. And so I now had to try and deal with a whole mass of perhaps opportunities or avenues that I either have restricted access to or no access whatsoever.
I love being Nigerian, but at the same time, I've never visited Nigeria. So I feel like there's something missing. I know that I am like confident in my heritage, but I feel like without me seeing exactly where I come from, I don't really know everything about myself and about like my history. So it'd be nice to go one day and to visit, to finally like understand where I'm from.
I feel very connected to my heritage, but in some ways I also feel quite disconnected. I love the food, I love the music. I get engrossed in every single area of it. I find that there's also a disconnect when I go to Jamaica. There's a disconnect when I'm about in London. They both don't really see me like I truly belong. All of these things help describe me, but I am in myself my own definition.
I would say that I experience not racism, I think more just like not understanding like my culture. In primary school, again, like the children make fun of our hairstyles and say we have braids. They call it spider hair, or if we had like a high puff, or they'd also call me Cocoa Pops. You know, just how children are, but it's nothing I took to heart.
I think there was a friend of mine who called me a nigger, and it's weird because I never expected that from him. He's obviously not black. His justification was that he has sex with black women, loves black music and black culture, and he's grown up in southeast London. I told him, bro, that doesn't verify you in any sense of the word. If I was to call you a racial slur from your background, I guarantee it would not be cool just because I have sex with a particular type of woman. Me, I like to flex with a lot of different people. So oftentimes when I found myself to be the only black person in the group, I remember a lot of people talking about being the token. I would then become the token black of the group. And I never understood that, it was just weird.
I would like to contribute by participating in anything black, supporting black businesses. Recently I was cast in a fashion show for Africa. Anything I can do to be in touch with Africa or anything black, I'm there.
I think number one in my contribution would be mentorship. You first learn to develop yourself. You then take that development and you help to develop someone else. And those communities can then develop a borough, that borough then a city, then develops a country, and countries will develop a nation which will develop the world. One weird thing for me is not understanding why you wouldn't want to be the person that you've been made to be. Already we know from out of the womb, you've came out of selection of thousands. You are already the winner of the battle from day one. And I just think it's so important that you love yourself and get to know yourself and appreciate yourself and tell others how you want to be appreciated as well. And that's my main thing, love who you are, I love who I am.